Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Basement Politics. I'm your host, Freddy Vazquez. Tonight, late night edition of Basement Politics Unfiltered, we'll recap the races, tomorrow's election night, or election day. Ready to vote? Good evening, everyone. It's Freddy Vazquez coming to you a little bit later than usual, but I wanted to get on because tomorrow is election day. So good evening. Thank you for joining me, the one person that's on, but that's okay because I will get you guys to watch tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of people are probably in bed, although the kiddies are not going to school. They have the day off tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow's election day, November 2nd. This is the day that many have been waiting for. This is the day that many have fought hard for, and they will be fighting hard because it's going down to the very last minute, last second. The candidates will be out tomorrow. I spoke with some of them early in the week. They will be out campaigning hard, kind of giving it their last go at it, before tomorrow night's results. So I want to start off with the Westchester County race, right? So we're going to start off with one that's kind of it's been on social media a lot. It's been kind of coming up, and this is the race between incumbent Democratic Ruth Walters and the challenger Republican James Nolan for District 15. I'm sorry, District 15, which encompasses all of Bronxville and portions of East Yonkers. Recently, there was a police report that was circulating social media, and I'll be honest, I received a copy of it. I received a copy of this police report maybe about a week and a half ago by someone, and it was not from the James Nolan campaign committee or whatever. Anyone from the, again, look, I don't know who could have sent it to me, but from what I know, it was not someone from James Nolan's camp. It was a lifelong Democrat, according to this person, and they sent it to me because they thought that people should know about it. I didn't put it out right away. I don't like to just kind of go with stuff. Maybe I've had in the past, but I'm learning not to do that. So I didn't go with it, and I wanted to reach out to Ruth Walters and her campaign and her camp. So we sent an email, and we did not get a response. I even invited Ruth onto the show to discuss these allegations that were being made, and also the police report that was sent over to us. However, I waited and I didn't put it out. And then I did see it on the Yonkers Voice. So Yonkers Voice put the police report out. It was actually a redacted copy. Actually didn't have the redactions, right? So it was actually a copy that showed all the information. The copy I had was had redactions. And that's the one that I ultimately put out. Now, the reason why I put it out before receiving any response or a comment from Ruth Walters and her camp was because it was already out there. So the Yonkers Voice put it out, and I figured, hey, why not? It's there now, so I'm going to share it as well. So I did. I shared it, and I've had several pages, so I shared it across all my pages. So for those who are not familiar with what's been happening or the allegations that were made against County Legislator Ruth Walters, the allegations are as follows. According to a source, someone who worked for the Ruth Walters campaign, I believe maybe back in 2019 when she was first elected, was not paid. Okay, so the person was not paid for working, canvassing, going door to door, and doing all that good stuff in support of the county legislator in order to get her elected. Well, she was elected, and this person was not paid, according to the police report and according to the person and the source. The person made many attempts to get compensated for their work. However, those attempts were not fruitful. I guess it got to a point where Miss Walters felt that she needed to contact the police. So she reported. She made a police report, and in the claim, in the the police report, she claims that harassment and threatening stuff, and that felt she had, she feared for her safety or something to that effect, which I'm actually going to share now. So I do want to share it. The police report, I do have it if you haven't already seen it. Just to kind of show you guys, give me, bear with me. And there we have it. So the narrative is as follows. While assigned to walking post for business district during sidewalk, I'm reading the narrative, sidewalk sale, this officer stopped by the election headquarters of Ruth Walters. Ruth Walters did advise of a series of alarming text messages from names redacted in reference to payments for services provided to her campaign. I did advise this matter was a civil matter. So apparently she called the police because of this these text messages. Ruth Walters stated that she was making payment to the unidentified individual, asked if this officer could be present. Upon arrival, Ruth Walters did furnish a check to the person for the agreed amount. The person did accept the check for payment and did not agree to have any further contact with Ruth. It seemed like it was resolved. It seems like it was resolved. I'm not sure why it's kind of blown to the point where it's gotten to. So the results of this circulating social media for Ruth Walters was a loss of endorsement. So she recently had an endorsement taken away from her, and I will share that also, that information as well. Just want to kind of show you guys there. So this is the result. I'm sorry, that's the police report. Geez, I keep showing you the police report. I'm gonna get that out of here. Well, it's Coalition for a More Tolerant Westchester. And they put a post, and in their post, they say, as a result of the controversy involving legislator Ruth Walters engaging in what we believe was discriminatory behavior, the Coalition for a More Tolerant Westchester revokes any endorsements Miss Walters may have had now and in the past. I guess they're retroactive thing. Um, uh, uh, Revokes any previous endorsements Miss Walters may have had and hereby endorses. And this is important here, because not only did they take their endorsement, they then endorsed her opponent. So Ruth Walters may have had hereby endorses James Nolan for county legislator in District 15. As a private citizen, Mr. Nolan has done a tremendous amount for everyone in the community, regardless of color, religion, orientation, etc. Please vote for James Nolan on November 2nd, 2021, and help us send a message to bigotry. Bigotry can never be rewarded, regardless of political affiliation, a proven racist claims. So there you have it. So they took their endorsement away from her and endorsed James Nolan instead. And they're making a point. They're saying that they're not going to tolerate discrimination, racism of any sort. Now, I don't know all the details, right? We don't know all the details. We just know what was said in the police report. From what it was said in the police report, the guy was paid, or the woman, I don't even know, was paid, and it seems like it was over. But this came out. This started going out to different people. I guess I received one. The Yonkers Royce received one. And this is what happened. This is the result. And it started circulating all over the internet, all over Facebook. And she lost her endorsement. She lost her endorsement. Unbelievable. So it's starting to get a little, obviously, this is how it goes. At the end of, or towards the end of the races, the campaigns, it seems like it gets really dirty, right? A lot of nasty stuff starts coming out. Accusations are made. You start seeing reports, robocalls, mailers, just saying negative things about candidates. It seems like they wait. It's like let's wait till we get close to the election, and then we hit them with all the negative stuff. Again, I don't know if this is true or not. You have a police report. Uh, you see that Ms. Walters has, Legislator Walters has lost an endorsement. So it's serious. Her opponent is now being endorsed, and he's got a good shot. I mean, he's got a good shot. He's been out there. And one of the complaints that people have about Legislator Walters is that she is not out in the community. Again, she represents all of Bronxville and portions of East Yonkers. And people have said that they have not seen her. Now, I've seen James Nolan out there. I'm sure many of you have. He's constantly doing various, outreach programs, PPE supplies back in the pandemic. Just recently, he was involved with the drag racing and the noise ordinance. Now, I have to say, I appreciate that because I was one of the people that was affected by the drag racing and the noise of the cars and their mufflers at night. So I appreciate that. He also was working a lot on gun violence, as a result of the death of his brother, which is what prompted James Nolan to become very active, and that he's been since day one. A little bit about Ruth Walters. Ruth Walters has lived in Bronxville her entire life. She's a small business owner and has been working hard as a resident, a lifelong resident of Bronxville. She had to work hard to gain, the confidence and the trust of her constituents located in East Yonkers. However, one of the complaints is that she's not really around. I tried to look up some stuff for Miss Walters, but I couldn't find a whole lot. Meaning, I wanted to find something like stop drag racing, the noise ordinance, worked on gun violence. It says very generic stuff on the website, but again, I maybe didn't search hard enough. So, you know, excuse me for that. Now, James Nolan, just a little bit about him. Lifelong resident of Yonkers, again, became very active in the community following the death of his brother due to gun violence. As a result, he has worked tirelessly on gun violence here in Westchester and the city of Yonkers. And again, also worked on the drag racing, as you know. He has been instrumental in getting laws passed where if you're caught drag racing, they will take your car and they will actually auction it off. Right. So don't drag race, guys. Right. He's again volunteered many outreach programs and also founded the Michael Nolan Foundation in honor of his brother after his passing. So I'm all about seeing people doing stuff. I don't care, what party you represent. I don't care who you know. I don't care about any of that stuff, the superficial stuff. What are you doing? Are you out there in the community? Are you speaking with people? Are you actually making change that we can actually go and see that actually affects people directly? For example, like drag racing, like the noise ordinance, which I was directly affected by. I've actually called the police on the drag races one night. I couldn't sleep. So these are things that I can appreciate. So I can say to myself, hey, who should I vote for if I was someone that was, going to be voting in that race or was in that district? So these are things I like to see, which is why, and maybe, some people may have gotten this already. I do support James Nolan. However, I always encourage everyone to vote, make their own decision. It's not up to me. It's not up to anyone else. It's up to you. Do the research. Well, anyway, that's probably one of the biggest race that people are watching. People are really watching this race. And again, recently, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walters has been hurt by the allegations in the police report that's been circulating. And it was put out by by Yonkers Voice first. Just want to make that very clear. I did wait. Ms. Walters, I did reach out to your office for comment. I even offered or invited you to come on the show so we can discuss. Didn't hear back. So unfortunately, I have to go on and talk about it. That's just how it is. So we'll see how that goes. We'll know by Tuesday night who the winner that is. But from what I can see, it doesn't look good for the incumbent. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look good. James Nolan has a lot of momentum. He has a lot of support, a lot of strong support from unions. He is a union member himself, works in the Yonkers Public Schools. He's a relatable guy. Seems like someone I can go out and, grab a beer with if I drank beer. Someone that's in the community making change. He's a real community member. Real community member, real community leader. Now, moving on. Moving on. I want to get to the touch on the city council race here in Yonkers. And I'm going to start with city council race for District 6. And that's the race between the Democratic challenger, Tim Hodges, and the Republican incumbent, Mr. Anthony Tony Moranti. A little bit about Tim Hodges. Tim Hodges retired from Yonkers Police Department as police chief, former police chief there. Got a master's degree in organizational leadership, a certification in leadership from Harvard. Very interesting. That's something I didn't know. Although I've had many talks with Tim, I didn't know that. Very impressive. The master's degree was from Mercy College, so shout out to a fellow alum. Graduate of FBI National Academy. Awesome. Something else I didn't know. Very interesting. Um, Tim, I like Tim a lot. I've met Tim. Tim actually, see, I have a business. It's located in District 6. So Tim, one day was walking around, canvassing the area, and he stopped by. And since then, I've began developing a relationship with Mr. Tim Hodges. Very good guy, very friendly guy. My wife also, got to know him as well. And I want to say that this past weekend, Sunday was Halloween. I'm sure everyone knows. We did do a Halloween spooktacular event at the daycare. It was sponsored by Tim Hodges along with Lakeisha Collins Bellamy. And I appreciated that. Tim Hodges came out. He was there. He stood the entire time, met parents, hung out with the kids, gave out candy, and it was an awesome event. And I just want to give a little bit, I just want to show a little video from that, from Tim. I did speak to Tim during the event, and he did answer some questions. I wanted to get his feelings on what was going through his mind as he was, nearing the end of this. It's been very gut wrenching for many of the candidates. And, and I'm sure they all can't wait until it's over. I'm sure. But so I did speak to Tim a little bit. I'm going to play this here for you now. Bear with me for a second. I won't get too. Good afternoon or good evening. I'm here with Democratic candidate Tim Hodges for Yonkers City Council District 6. How you doing today, Tim?
Very good, Freddy. How are you?
Great, great. Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween to you.
Thank you. We're here on Lockwood, 105 Lockwood, where you sponsored an event, Halloween Spooktacular event for the kids. Pizza, candy, cupcakes, drinks. Kids are having an amazing time. You've met many kids. You've met parents. How has your Halloween been? I know you were out earlier canvassing, knocking on more doors. How has it been going?
Freddie, it's been a long day, but very rewarding day. We went to a lot of Halloween events. I was fortunate enough to sponsor this event, and it's great to see the kids out there, nurturing kids, teaching them about tradition, and just having the families come together and just do family type things. It's really beautiful.
Absolutely. We appreciate that. The kids appreciate that. Parents appreciate that. Tomorrow is the last day before the election, the last full day before the election. How are you feeling going into Monday, the next week?
You know what? I'm excited. Politics is new to me, so it's a different kind of animal. But I'm excited. We've been getting really good vibes from people. We want to really introduce some good positive change. So I'm excited. I think we're going in the right direction.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I know you have one more day in Monday, one full day, and I'm sure you're going to utilize that to the fullest. What does your Monday, the day before election, look like?
Freddie, every day for the last 11 months, we've been out there. We've been hitting the streets, knocking on doors, getting to every event possible. Tomorrow is just going to be a little bit more robust because we're going to take advantage of every minute, get out to talk to those voters, talk to the people, put our message out there. So I think it's just going to be a little bit busier than a normal day.
Absolutely. Tuesday is election day. After Tuesday, we will know whether or not you will be the city council member for District 6 or representative for District 6. Are you nervous? Are you confident? How are you feeling inside?
You know what? I'm never confident. I'm always cautious. But you know what? The good thing is I really had a great opportunity to get out, talk to people in the district, find out what their problems are. and create a plan. You know, have a plan ready. So hopefully, when we are elected on Tuesday, we can run with the ball. We can make positive change throughout this whole district. Some of the district I think has been neglected, and this particular area, Lockwood, I think is one of those areas. And you know what? We're going to be here. We're going to be here all the time. We're going to be talking to people. We're going to be going to the stores and just help people out. That's all they're looking for is a little help.
Absolutely. Is there anything you want to say, Tim, before I let you go here? I know you got a lot to do, and I just want to give you the opportunity to just speak to the people.
Thanks, Freddie. You know what? My whole thing from the beginning is I'm a public servant. I've been a public servant with the Yonkers Police Department for 34 years. I'm going to continue to be a public servant. And that means serving the people, actually serving the people that deserve a voice in government, in local government. And I believe I'm the person that can do that.
Tim Hodges, Democratic candidate for Yonkers City Council, District 6. Tuesday is election day. Go out and vote. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your time. Take care and best of luck.
Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Freddy Vazquez, Basement Politics. And there we have Yonkers Democratic City Council President candidate Lakeisha Collins Bellamy. How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Well, I see we have a lot of kids here. Appreciate
Yes,
you
yes.
helping sponsor this event today for the kids in the community here in the city of Yonkers.
Come out and get some of this candy,
Yes, please let them know. Come on now. We have plenty of candy. We have pizza. We have cupcakes. We have drinks and some music and some other stuff that my wife here has put on for the kids, along with you, Lakeisha Collins Bellamy. Monday is the last day before Tuesday when we go vote. Last day before Election Day. Early voting is today.
Early voting ends in 5 minutes, is it? 4 minutes.
So tell me about today. What did you do? The early voting today, Sunday, the last weekend.